Go. Well, it's the wonderful, wonderful time of E3 again on... I don't know what day this is. 3? Something? I don't know.
It is a day.
Yep, and we're trying to get caught up. The next major show that we had in queue here with Vlab and Redshirt was SQUENIX. So, let's hope it's not at least another Gearbox, right?
Wait,
I mean, that's
Square
setting the bar
Enix.
very low, so...
That's pretty low.
The bar is set so low, man. Come on. I don't even know what to predict or expect from them. I already heard about one game, but that was about it.
I heard about 2, but I want to see the details of how bad it actually is.
Yeah.
New game announcements, updates, and exciting news from our studios across the globe. So let's kick off with the world premiere of a brand new game from Eidos Montreal.
I like some of
Is
your
that how you
stuff.
pronounce it?
I guess it is now.
That was...
Square.
Okay.
Oh,
Deus Ex, right?
Oh, ooh.
Deus Ex.
No.
Where is my Deus Ex?
I wish.
I asked for that.
They're Xing the Deus.
Something that's a part of you.
Well, everyone really loved that Marvel Avengers game, right?
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So
Is that Troy Baker?
I don't know.
That Star-Lord looks a lot like Troy Baker.
So we got fined. We appear to be 6,963 units short. I know.
What's with the goatee that Rocket has?
I guess they wanted to make him stand apart from the movie version, which is kind of partially where they failed with the Avengers game.
I was just about to say, like,
Well,
are
I
they
get
like not
that.
allowed?
Well, they want to make sure that it's a separate IP from the Marvel Cinematic Universe to stand out more, but was really a goatee the only thing they could do?
Apparently.
The one thing I'm looking forward to is that apparently the character interaction with these guys should actually be really good. So that should be something at least a little bit better than the Avengers that they had.
I do want to say that Guardians would interest me a lot more, and the gameplay does look fun, but I'm not gonna put any trust or faith in them after the Avengers. This ain't something I'd risk pre-ordering. It's something I'm just gonna watch from a distance and be like, is it good? Is this a different team from the Avengers game?
I'm not sure, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not digging Star-Lord's look. That's a really weird haircut for him.
I'm cool with his look, but I can't stop thinking that is Troy Baker when I stare at him.
Watch, it's gonna be him in the credits.
Yeah.
Mantis is purple. Why is she purple?
He's very purple.
Like
Right.
bright pinkish purple, like magenta color.
Hey!
Dog.
Oh hey,
Russian
it's a
dog.
Space dog. Yeah.
Llama?
Well. What?
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, so
I never
I mean
never saw
that
the
was
movies.
nice at least, but
Star-Lord's getting it.
I mean, like, I never saw it. Never saw the movies. Game looks alright. I'm interested. I want to see more though, because again, like what you said with Avengers, I'm watching this really, really far away. I'm peeking over the corner. I'm checking to make sure the game actually works and doesn't like give you seizures or some shit.
Yeah. I'll say that the gameplay, yeah, it looked fun, but I don't know, I'm not touching it with the 10-foot pole after the Avengers.
it's one of those things that I'm gonna wait for it to come out and judge what the people say about it, because Avengers was a mess from the get-go. At least this looks like there's a bit more care put into it, instead of just trying to make it a very late cash grab of the Avengers movie.
I'm wondering
And it
if...
looks like it's more based off the comics than Avengers was too.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's using the same engine as the Avengers, but this is a completely
Probably.
different team. Like they said, it was a Eidos Montreal.
Yeah.
So this is Deus Ex's team, then.
This better be good because Deus Ex died for this.
And Deus Ex should never, ever, ever, ever have died.
Eidos Montreal share and have in common, and that we knew the Guardians were in perfect hands.
So does that mean that this is going to do the one where we can augment our pre-order?
No, the only way they get a pre-order from me is Deus Ex.
Well, they tried doing that last time, and everyone was like, how dare you? I don't want to play the game 2 days early. 500,000 people decided to pre-order the game.
Oh gosh.
The Guardians will also challenge you and make decisions.
I'm definitely not as much on the pre-order train anymore. There's been too many burns lately.
The decisions you'll make will have
Yeah, you should call back, make sure that you were getting exactly what you're into.
Yeah.
It's literally in your contract. I made no such commitment.
You are playing as Star-Lord and you're using your blasters and you're using your jet boots.
Star-Lord is really empowering. He's very
It's got a very punk rock look, and I like it.
And over with his jet boots.
He does, and it kind of fits with his overall personality and whatnot.
And on top of all of this, he can use the unique abilities of his Guardians.
We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
Yes.
No! The story is about a group of misfits, the Guardians. In our world, they've been together for less than a year.
I heard the movies of these heroes are actually pretty decent. At least like a very, very funny kind of comedic superhero movie.
Yeah, I love the 2 movies of them.
There are a lot of very interesting villains in the Marvel franchise. And when you're starting to work on a story like this, you get to get your pick of which ones will make the best for this story. That gives us the opportunity to bring in some that are well known, but some that are also not all that well known.
What Eidos is getting so right about
Groot's design is actually kind of like the most wild one to me.
They're also bringing in
This is cool and all, but remember, this is E3.
They're gonna blow your mind.
Can we move on to like another game soon? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but I'm just like, we're kind of hanging on this one game.
I don't think they have much of a lineup.
This is true.
They're banking on like probably only 3 cash cows, I'm assuming.
I'll put it down for this. They are focusing on a game.
It's probably
Thank
gonna be
God.
this, something Final Fantasy related. Actually, maybe that's the rest of the entirety of the show is just Final Fantasy, if we're being honest.
What do you mean you don't want the Quiet Man 2?
Only if you play Quiet Man 1 with me.
Okay.
Okay, are you gonna click start or what?
Oh, hold on, I have my controller over here. I got it.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's very much in character.
37 units?
We appear to be 6,963 units short. We intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill.
I know. We clearly...
Nah, I like the Space Invaders patch.
I was staring at that too.
You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
Holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no sacrifice.
I will sacrifice your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of Kakaran.
Guys! I think we should hear out Groot for once.
You know, the only
He's got a point.
plan is that Lady
I'll always listen to
I like-
Groot.
monsters
I like the way he thinks.
are not
Yes.
monster.
Groot,
I stand by
are you really
Groot.
offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Tell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Oh dear.
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it.
All right, let's
Do
do
you?
this. Let's go sell
Okay.
a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
You say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
Actually, the ship looks very identical to the movie.
Weather?
We're flying the wrong way.
If I remember right.
He's not flying at all.
Guys, relax.
It does look very familiar, though. To be fair, it was heavily modeled off of the comic book version too.
Yeah.
This more so.
I like the way the bridge just kind of opens up like that.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
What?
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
So are we gonna get a little bit of gameplay then?
As peace merchants, we will
Looks like
apparently.
it.
access to Lady Hellbender.
I guess
Dude,
that's
put the
fine.
Walkman in.
Got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Is that a Sony Walkman?
There is no such thing. Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
Whoa! That is some really crazy lightning out there. Never seen anything like
I mean, this feels like something that you would show like after E3, and you know, be like, "Hey, do you like this game? Here's like another 10-minute extra, like extended cut of what you can expect out of it."
I think they're really banking hard on this one. Remember, Square Enix had a wild year. They had one of the biggest successes of the entire year on one hand, and they had the biggest failure of the year on the other hand. They
That's
they gotta be
Square
hurting a
Enix for
bit.
you.
Yeah. They have to be hurting. Like, I think they're more on the red side right now, if we're being honest.
That can't be true. They put Kingdom Hearts on Epic Game Store. The Epic Game Store is giving them a float for the next 20 years.
Yes, how silly of me.
They got the money. They got the resources.
Everyone okay?
We should have gone to Maku 4.
Jelly.
I would be wary, Rodin.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little.
Doesn't some of the fantasy games have a death cube or something, or death plog?
I mean, most death cubes like that you can usually find in most fantasy games, especially like dungeon crawlers and whatnot.
Does D&D have one? It's like a
Of
death
course, the slime cubes.
Yes. Okay.
They can range anything from the size of like a soda can to as big as a house.
Right.
Gelatinous cubes are not to be trifled with, as the big ones can literally be giant dungeon Roombas.
Of course. Also, so it's like an RPG encounter? Oh, so this might be actually running off a system like Final Fantasy with the combat. Because they had like a combat victory there when they just finished that.
Yeah.
I still got to play the 7 remake. I have it downloaded, but I haven't even touched it yet.
I mean, if this handles more like Final Fantasy meets Marvel, cool. Then that actually sounds a lot better than what was before.
Yeah, so far I'm liking like what they're doing here. Do it, Drax.
Oh. Man, they're treating Rocket like trash. Oh. Rocket will remember
Rocket will
that.
remember that.
Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Ram it, dash face.
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want
We have a city to burn.
Okay, deal.
Again, like I said, I am actually looking forward to the matchup between the entire group because it seems like these characters are going to be a joy to at least experience with.
That is the one saving grace about the Guardians, is they have really good chemistry.
I like it, and I want more of this.
I am kind of curious though, because the options all seem like one person's going to be happy and someone else is going to be unhappy with your decision so far with all the dialogue stuff they're showing. So it's like, do you need to try and intentionally balance that out, or are you going to have to like make someone the punching bag?
I wonder how the character dynamic will work, because as you saw, he actually got furious towards you about this sort of thing. So I wonder if that has much to of like what will happen between how they act, or like how they fight in combat together.
Yeah, they're gonna have like a... You can lose your friendship with them and they just leave the Guardians or something. Or they won't have their loyalty.
I'm thinking like more loyalty, like if you're fighting something, they're probably like...
Oh! Oh no, I'm gonna get demonetized!
Copy ID.
DCMA or DMCA'd. It does make me laugh hearing this song though, because of Shrek.
Honestly, I'm just thinking this, and I'm just thinking like how music would chime in, like it did with Lollipop Chainsaw Girl.
Oh my god.
Lollipop? Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Is that giant speaker in the background?
No, I think that's a gate of some kind.
Okay, I gotta admit that is actually pretty awesome.
That was kind of nice.
Yeah, that does look pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for music, so you do that to me, and I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Right. The cage.
The point of even getting the Flarkin thing was looking like we mean business.
All right,
That looked cool.
Time to put on your monster face.
I only got one face, Quill.
Are you sure about this, Peter? Look at him. You better have one hell of a sales pitch.
Maybe Gamora's right. We should try selling Groot instead.
Really?
This is an affront to democracy.
I just
What?
think that we might need Rocket on the outside for this one.
Yeah, we noticed.
And we are really fucking over Rocket with this. He was getting so... I don't know if I'd say hype, but he looked like he was okay with what was going on.
Yeah.
Time comes, I'll get you out of there. Rocket style if I got it.
Don't dick over your team.
Gamora, can you help me with this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as a leader.
Come on.
Just saying, I like her design, and I love her hair, and I want that fabulousness coming to me.
She looks like a metal musician with that makeup on, the eye marks and all that.
A little.
Got that Kiss vibe going on.
And copy content ID again.
Oh my god, I just didn't... That just now clicked.
This is the second time I've heard this song used.
Really? Well,
The first time was for the He-Man trailer.
Oh, right.
Oh, I was thinking of Shrek 2. Oh, well,
no.
actually, that wasn't the original.
Oh,
but-
it's another song from Shrek that's been used in here.
Yeah. So
Who knew
double
that these
Shrek.
people were such... Who knew these people were so into Shrek?
Maybe it's a sign.
Maybe they're making a Shrek RPG game next.
Oh my god, Rocket.
Oh my goodness. That was a big gun.
I'm liking what I'm hearing now. Oh, I
Yeah,
like
this
this.
looks like... The soundtrack on this game is definitely promising so far.
It looks like it has the potential to be fun.
Yeah, but it won't be streamer friendly.
I'm sure they'll probably have an option where it's like streamer mode or something like that.
In that case, if I played this game, I wouldn't stream it, because I want to enjoy all of this.
Yeah, it's like the people playing Tony Hawk. They gotta turn the music off 100%.
I'm actually surprised I didn't get DMCA'd for my Tony Hawk review.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll bite you in the ass in the next 6 years when they change the rules 20 different times.
Of course. How silly of me. I've already got flagged for
cool.
the...
Throwback party and outfits.
Oh, nice. Though honestly, I think his normal outfit looks good as is, so I just stick with that.
Original video
Now we're
game
going to
soundtrack.
revisit two iconic brands that are being remastered for modern
What
platforms.
was
I'm feeling like they're using the same color scheme a whole lot because of Persona 5.
And then get one more piece
Oh,
of Legend
is
of
this what I think
Persona
it
ain't
is?
theirs, though.
fourth launch.
No, it isn't, but, you know,
It is successful.
yeah. And Sony's like, oh, we're so big, and this. Okay, so what's this?
Final Fantasy...
And the Ultimate
One.
TV. Okay, so how's it gonna look? 6 tails. So we're gonna get Final Fantasy 1 through 6?
Yeah, from
This
the
is-
looks of it.
This is so interesting since a lot of the YouTubers I've been watching have been actually doing slow but steady reviews of this. Like, some call me Johnny.
Yeah. I played.
Remaster coming soon. Okay, that was quick. I was like, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Game remastered, coming soon.
I played 3 on DS with the remake. I thought that one was actually pretty fun.
3 on the DS was great. I like that one a lot. 4 will kick your ass.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Is this... What is this? Something of Mana? Secret of Mana?
Legend. I thought it was Secret of Mana or Legend of Mana.
Yeah, one of those.
I think.
Legend of Mana.
Legend of Mana.
Legend. Yep. Yeah, they already did Secret, so Legend is next.
I heard Secret of Mana didn't turn out as well as they'd hoped.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great.
Oh, please.
Oh, boy.
Don't skip, please.
Oh yeah, there's new DLC coming out, because we all asked for this.
Is Spider-Man already out on the PS4 already? Because I still haven't even heard about that.
I have no idea. I haven't heard about it. The only thing I hear about is, like, yeah, there's... The player count on this game is, I think, about to drop into, like, only double digits. It's extremely low player count on here now.
This sucks, though. I kind of want to just play the game just so I can run around as Iron Man and just fly around the entire city. It's just enjoying that.
Yeah, playing as Tony Stark would be fun. I'd play as Spidey, but oh wait, he's probably still ain't even in the game. And if he is, then literally not a single person has showed anything about it.
So it looks like it's some, like, boss rush or some waves crap.
Yeah.
I wonder all the people who actually play the game are looking at it and be like, this is the same shit, just a different skin.
Right.
I would be none the wiser.
Go get him, Captain. Is that Galactus? Or whatever it's called?
No, I don't think so. I think that was actually a straight Sentinel droid.
Huh. Black Panther would be cool to play as.
I bet you his fighting style will probably look really cool.
Yeah.
I applaud your efforts to connect with your roots, but as a man who has seen 3 Black Panthers fall, I must warn you of a few things. Many eyes follow the path you are about to walk down.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around, they all say the same. You just wanted to show off these suits. They all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins.
Nice.
It is Claw.
Why does Claw look like an evil Nathan Drake?
I was about to say, it looks like a drunken Chris Redfield.
Oh no, we're going back to Resident Evil 6.
Oh yeah. Need to go back to putting his face on a baby.
No.
Vibranium doesn't belong to you. You are right. Vibranium does not belong to me. It belongs to Wakanda.
Look at me now, they can't hold me down. So give me the crown. They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame.
I mean, sure, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
At least it's free DLC.
Yeah, I guess it is free, huh?
It's like I want to say it looks neat, but then I realize I probably will never ever touch that.
Our intelligence reports a new threat to global stability.
Oh, is this Hitman?
Reach is unlike anything we have
Yeah,
seen
this looks like a mobile game.
Oh
Following
boy.
Agent 47's disappearance, you were selected because of your remarkable skills. Execution must be perfect. We will strike.
This is another sniper game.
And they will
Yep.
never know what hit them.
Hitman Sniper.
I need...
So it's like a part of like the Hitman series or something, or?
I guess. I need to play the actual Hitman games, especially Hitman 3 in VR.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's on VR.
Weird.
Oh yeah, record. Oh yeah. I forgot it was going on to like phones and stuff. Oh,
Is that the first game?
Oh, okay. This is the Final Fantasy, the first one, right?
I don't think. No.
Oh, Warrior Fish. Never mind.
Basically, him getting added to the gacha game, I think. The Warrior of Light, the main protagonist of the first Final Fantasy game.
Wow. All right. Gotta make that mobile money.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all the mobile games.
I played one of the Final Fantasy mobile game, and it was fun enough for like the 2 days, and then I never picked it back up.
Hate break to them, but E3
I think this was
really ain't the place for mobile games. You are gonna have very, very small chance of success of creating hype from those. What?
What is this?
Why are we
set in Final Fantasy 7? Yeah, Final Fantasy 7, the first soldier. Right, this is like the mobile kind of. I think it's like a battle royale-esque game.
So
another
mobile game.
Final Fantasy.
Platinum Games is giving you an exclusive look.
Are you
at the
serious?
world of Babylon's Fall, featuring fluid combat, powerful weapons, and
Not-
a unique art style.
Every series
Platinum
has to
Games,
become
huh?
battle royale.
Okay.
Vanquish 2.
Well, no, it's just they said the game title, but
Bayonetta 4.
I didn't hear about this.
1,000 years, it was meant to be a tower of dreams.
Oh, it's Beautiful Joe.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I mean,
For 1,000 more, it was seen as a tower of ruin.
oh, that's pretty.
Persevering through fire and ice and the coldest of winds, eventually the tower became a symbol of unrelenting ambition. That tower's name is Babylon.
Alright, wasn't this like only slightly hinted at like last year at E3?
I'm not sure. Maybe this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
I thought it's like one of the 4 games they were like working on. Like one of them was the Wonderful 101, and this is like one of the other ones they were working on.
Maybe?
Thought that was the case. I could be wrong.
Then I'll die for hope.
It seems kind of cool.
I'm seeing like 4 people, so it's like, is this like a co-op sort of thing you can do with friends? That's what it seems like.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
It looks like it.
Seen through the veil at last, have you?
My only worry is that for games like these, I hope it's like they optimize it for like if you are playing alone, you don't got friends, it's optimized so you can still play by yourself. But if it's with friends, it could be just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
And not just like relying on like if you want to have an easier time with this game, you have to have friends.
Like
if they
Vision.
Yeah, like if they can balance out like how a game can work with or without people, whatever it's like Dragon Dogma, then I think we're okay.
I want to play Dragon's Dogma just for the fact of Guts' armor being in it.
Ascend to the heavens, above the tower, or fall, like this one now, before you.
Now begins its tale of both hope and despair.
Not really sure what to make of that.
Oh, surprise!
It looks interesting.
Yeah.
Did you know they were only thinking about doing the PS4, but now they're like, hey, PS5 exists.
Right. It's a pretty art style.
For Nier.
4 players seem cool.
Alright, I keep forgetting. Yes, I think like Platinum Games worked on Nier Automata. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still hear nothing but praise of this game, and I still have not yet tried it. Really sure though.
Heard nothing but like overwhelmingly positive reception about that game.
Yeah.
Same for the, what was it, the new one that just came out? Replicant.
Yeah, Replicant, I believe, is a remake of the original Nier game.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, the one with the weird numbers like 1.56722874 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think.
アクションがスキルや強い力を引き出すためのトリガーになっているところがポイントかなと思ってます。
プレイヤーの背中についているギデオンコフィンというのがかなりキーアイテムとなっています。それによって、遊び方とかカスタマイズの方向性っていうのも変わってきます。
ハイファンタジー感というかその上品さというところはすごい意識してくれっていうふうに言われましたね。カートゥーンチックにならないようにというか、リアルに本当に存在している人たちがいるかのような感じは意識しました。
Again, that sounds like something that you want to have like after E3, but yeah, I guess they're really pushing it for whatever they can show.
I'm starting to notice that's the thing with all these. Square Enix is a publisher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all these publishers, they just all have weak lineups, generally. It's like they just don't have enough to really show, so they have to hyper-focus on the few things that they do have. And hope that's enough to generate the hype, but it's like...
At least hyper-focus on showing the game at least, and not just talking about, but like, isn't the clothes cool? We took a lot of time to get the clothes to look right. Also, the clothes look good.
Pretty much. What remastered? Oh.
Life is Strange.
Okay.
I actually heard good stuff about this one, and I played The Walking Dead stuff and whatnot, so I should probably actually look into it.
Yeah, I've heard good things about this.
Pirates running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
We are awesome.
I still think like the models of the character seems a little odd. Well, actually, it looks a little better with this for obvious reasons and stuff. But it seems, what is it? I guess a little uncanny valley.
Something.
There's something about it that's throwing me off. It's not stopping me from wanting to play the game, mind you.
Oh, good, you're here. Rachel saved my life. She was my angel. Something happened to her. We have to find her, Max. Holy shit. Max, what's going on? No! Whoa. I discovered I could reverse time. What the hell is this? Whatever's going on between us is special.
Step back before you regret it.
Then I realized I had a choice and the power to change everything. Arcadia Bay is on the edge of disaster. Time to change time. Whatever happens, I'll always have your back. Always.
Seems cool.
You know what? I might actually go for this. This is like the easiest way for me to
I'm
play
Maya,
the game now.
also known as MXM
Yeah.
Tune. I'm a musician and the singing voice of Alex Chen in the upcoming Life is Strange True Colors. I hope you enjoyed that
Singing
first look
voice
at
too,
official
huh?
gameplay
Why is
for
that?
the remastered collection.
Why is MXM Tune sound familiar? I feel like I've heard of
You
her
can see
music
the love
before.
and care that Deck Nine
I'm
have
not
put
familiar
into
with them.
remastering both Life is Strange and Before the Storm. This collection features improved character animation, lip sync, and visuals, breathing new life into these two beloved games. Back in March, we also revealed the next major game in the series, Life is Strange True Colors, a small-town supernatural mystery. Alex Chen must uncover the truth behind her brother's death, using her psychic power of empathy to unravel the shocking secrets of Haven Springs. Today, we have a first look at Alex's unique power in action. Here's game director Zach Garris for more.
Alex's psychic power of empathy is integral to the story of Life is Strange True Colors. It impacts every relationship she builds and every decision she makes.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend.
For years, Alex has been unable to shut out the strong feelings of others, the fear, sadness, and anger of those around her, leading her to believe her power is a curse. In the wake of Gabe's death, Alex realizes the only way she can find the truth is to embrace her power.
I can't believe this is happening. And the only way to understand is to feel what he's feeling.
From the very start, you can use Alex's power to focus on brightly colored auras to gain an insight into people's emotions.
He was too young. Just too young.
These valuable insights deepen Alex's relationships with the folk of Haven Springs, as well as sparking new dialogue options and events.
You see, when you start focusing on the game and explain a little bit as to what it is and stuff, now this is how you should be able to show it off instead of like throwing extensive like, hey, look at what we did with the game and whatnot. The way that they're explaining it is actually kind of enticing me to this game.
Alex will reveal it before he
Yeah, kind of explaining more of the mechanics and how it functions.
Best thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm actually kind of curious about this with the hyper empathy, quote-unquote, power that she has.
Oh,
Max telling you a whole lot of bullshit. Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
But are we still together?
Are you serious? I need to get back to work.
Sure, Alex. We'll get out of your way.
When Alex encounters a particularly strong aura, she can reach out to actively connect with that person's emotions. This generates a nova, a supernatural flare that transforms the world around Alex into a reflection of that person's psyche. In this altered, emotionally charged state, Alex can experience fragments of thoughts and memories to get to the root of their issue. But not every emotional crisis can be easily dealt with. Some carry a dangerous, even life-threatening amount of power.
He's dead! I wish I were too.
No decision is easy, and the consequences will be felt across the game.
This anger could kill her. What if I could just take it away?
Using Alex's power is the only way you can uncover the truth behind her brother's death.
What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I?
How far will you go in pursuit of that truth? The choice is yours.
Alex's powers.
I know some people have a funny feeling about these kind of games, being like, is this a game or is it just a, you say A or B, you just walk forward.
September 10th.
But I actually kind of like the way that they envelop and give you the choices of this sort of stuff, especially if they actually impact in such a way with like how the game goes on.
I do kind of like the thought of them being more like interactive stories than just straight up games. I always found that fascinating. Of course, I remember the good old days of the point-and-click PC games, so that could be why.
True Colors. I like that title name. I like that.
Yeah, it's fitting.
And now, we are
I'm interested.
to unveil
I want to see more of that.
title from Square Enix Japan.
Final Fantasy something.
With the memory of the struggle built into the heart.
Might be the one I heard of.
The one with the broken demo.
No.
I'm here to kill chaos. That's my mission.
Ninja?
Yeah, this is the one.
Has been waiting for us.
Yeah.
You gonna make us go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
I only know one thing. I want to kill chaos.
Chaos.
I need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger. Thirst.
Move aside.
Jesus. Edgy man.
Chaos control.
He sounds like a teenage version of Kratos.
Yeah.
I hate doing pest control.
This is the shrine of chaos.
Chaos.
Just a fucking chaos, man. Oh my god. Feel the pain? Oh gee, good lord.
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it.
Oh lord, it's so fucking edgy. What the hell?
I think this man came from Warhammer.
This game is like on the verge of trying to be like an M-rated game, but then everything turns crystallized. So it's like, no, they just turn to crystals and dust. T for teens.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos!
It's just fucking chaos, 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 chaos.
I'm just wondering why this dude is wearing an undershirt as like his outfit. Like what?
I was wondering that too. He does not look geared up for this. Compared to his companions either.
He looks very out of place.
Yeah, it looks like you just pick someone up off the street and voila.
The description I've heard someone give is it looks like a couple of cosplayers picked up a dude from Kmart and just had him go into a fight.
Hey, can we just take Jason Statham out of the next Fast and Furious and then just slap him into Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy Origin. What does that mean?
I don't
prequel?
know. Some people are speculating it's a prequel to the Final Fantasy series, but what?
So the prequel of the entirety of Final Fantasy is all about chaos. Chaos is the reason everything happens.
I don't want to look at a Final Fantasy series timeline. I'd be scared.
No scarier than Legend of Zelda?
Legend of Zelda is I kind of grasp. Now what we really want is that Tony Hawk timeline. That Tony Hawk lore.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Neo! There's okay. At least I'm a little happy with seeing you. All right, bye.
Yeah, it's just a sizzle reel of oh look what we're working on.
It exists.
You get a little taste, a droplet.
Forspoken. I want to see more of Forspoken because it does look great.
Yeah.
All right, they are making a Final Fantasy 16, so like, the heck is going on with that title?
It's being worked on, I guess.
They acknowledge its existence. Why is that not enough for you? Are you ungrateful or something?
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for news.
Wow, that was already it.
Square Enix presents.
Okay.
That was 40 minutes. Jesus.
See you next time.
Yeah. Okay, well there you have it. That's Square Enix. Alright, what's the thoughts? Who wants to go
Richard,
first?
You go first, Richard. You tell us. What do you think?
There certainly were some games there. Of everything shown, the Guardians of the Galaxy game looked probably the most promising, but even then, it's got a lot to work up for compared to the disaster that was the Avengers game. It does look like it's got a much more humor and different kind of tone to it, and the action looks pretty cool, but yeah, it's one of those games I'm going to wait to see what it turns out, like what people are going to say about it. As for everything else, well, there sure were some mobile games there, and more Final Fantasy. Not really that interested. Even the Platinum Games one that looks cool. This story is, I don't know what the story is honestly. Big tower is some kind of future setting, past setting, alternate reality, new timeline. Why is it called Babylon? What? There's too many questions I have. Though it does look nice, and it looks like it's co-op, so there is that. So hopefully there's some hope for that. And yeah, I can't get over the random dude squatting up with Final Fantasy guys and then breaking everyone in the crystals. Like this
chaos.
Is the only thing that comes to mind with that is this what a crystal meth addict sees? Goes into fist fights with demon creatures and snaps them into multiple crystals.
You'll know they're on meth if they start screaming chaos.
Exactly.
I mean, he certainly looks like one.
Oh boy. Can you give it a grade?
I would, at a letter scale, I'd probably give this a C. Maybe a generous C+, because it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't anything spectacular either.
Yeah. Vlad, what are your thoughts on it?
It sure was a show with like 2 main stars here, and then everything else either got side glance or they're just like, hey, this is a thing, it's gonna be a thing. Also, it's all mobile. Bye, guys. So, what I think is, they really heavily put a little too much focus on the parts that I don't think a lot of people will be interested in, from both happening from the Guardian of the Galaxy game and the shoot, you know what? They talked about it a whole lot, and I'm just blanking out, being like, man, how do we want to remember about what they were talking about anymore? Um, that one platinum game where they were talking about like a whole lot of nothing about the game. It's just about like we're gonna make this design look like this. It's gonna look cool. Can we see more of the gameplay? Talk to us about the game, please. But no, they didn't do that. So the only thing that stood out to me that I'm at least looking forward to seeing more of, and I want to see more of the game that wasn't on their highlight reel, would be the Guardian of the Galaxy game and True Colors. I actually want to see a lot more of that because I'm very interested to see where they're gonna pull this out.
Right, right. That's a
And
reasonable
unfortunately,
assessment.
they didn't want to show anything of Neo. So you know what? I guess that's fine. Fuck me then. I guess if I have to give it a rating because of how kind of like in and out I was with a lot of stuff that we're kind of showing, I'm gonna be harsh. It's a D plus.
All right.
I mean, I'm also big on Final Fantasy as well. Like, I even like Final Fantasy 15. I love 12, 10. I like those kind of RPG-ness that came from them. Everything that they showed of the Final Fantasy, what they did show, wasn't really hyping me up, especially that mobile game that looks like it was like that was it something Cerberus, the one on the PS2 where you were the guy with the coat with the shotguns and
Dirge of
shit.
Cerberus?
Dirge,
Yeah, Dirge. That's the one. It was reminding me of that.
All right. If I had to give an assessment, okay, for one, too many mobile games. Just you're better off not showing mobile games at E3. The only time it was ever even slightly successful, I think, was Fallout Shelter. Slightly. Other than that, just banking that hard on Guardians, yeah, there's an interest there. It definitely looks like there's some quality to it, but at the same time, you made such a colossal failure out of the Avengers. I am just keeping my distance. I'm wanting to watch it from afar at this point. I'm intrigued, but I don't know. And you're clearly banking on it very, very heavily. Uh, Other than that, I mean, the Final Fantasy game just kind of scratching my head. All I got out of that was chaos theory, chaos, and the Tower of Babylon or whatever it was, Babylon's Fall, had a cool art style, but I don't feel like I got anything out of it. I don't know. It's just.
Well, I mean, again, it just looked interesting, but outside of the art designs and the general aesthetics, nothing really stood out to me.
Exactly. That's the way I'd summarize it. So I don't know. I guess it's you have some potential here, but for me personally, I think I'm also gonna slap down a D plus on this show. Um, I'll keep my eye out on this Guardians game, and I'm looking forward to maybe seeing more of some of the other projects, but this time around, I think they came in a bit weak. Just hopefully next year or later in the year, they'll have a little bit more to offer.
At least they didn't spend 30 minutes talking about a stupid ass movie at an E3 conference.
Yep, that's why you get an F Gearbox. You get a big old fat F.
That's what we wanted, right? Movie time, because that's all they really had to show was, hey, we're going to talk more about the movie, and by talk, I mean we're going to spend the whole conference talking about the movie, because that's really all we got.
God. Okay. Well, if you guys got anything else to add, I guess we'll wrap it up here and we will move on to the Capcom show.
No, I'm good. We can continue.
Yeah.
Alright. Then we shall end this here and immediately pick up with Capcom. So, hope you enjoyed the show and let us know if you saw something with potential out of this or if you're excited. So,
God,
Take
please
care,
share
everyone.
some of that excitement with us. We need it.
Yeah, we really do. Bring some back some of that Devolver and Xbox hype we felt. Alright, everyone. You all take care, and thank you for watching.